So what are you doing here? And why do you have to cut it out?
Because that's how we fixing it.
That's how we fixing it.
You don't try to cover more, put nothing on it. You gotta cut it out. Mold is a bad boy. Mold is a bad boy.
So once you cut it out, you'll replace it right away?
You like air, that's why I'm cutting it out now. You can get the nails in it, but you want it to dry a little bit.
Oh, okay.
That means it's damp right there.
Yes, sir.
You want the air to dry it out a little bit, where you know that when you put back a new piece, you're not putting it on
Back on wet stuff.
Yeah, it's not really gonna be wet. It's gonna be damp. You're not gonna see the wetness, but you'll be able to feel it. It's there. And then before we put it back, that's where you want it to dry. We're gonna put that plastic, and we're gonna poke little holes in the plastic so it breathes.
Breathe. Okay. And you think all of this, for the most part, came from the washing machine?
Well, we could see. You might be able to tell when you open it now. You're gonna see.
Okay.
You're gonna see what it looks like.
And is this what you call a besto or a besto? Or is that different?
They're cousins.
The cousin
of lead and asbestos. They're like lead and asbestos is
asbestos.
It's like having a cold and having the different levels of the cold.
Mm-hmm.
You know you're sick, but you just feel real bad, and then you start to feel worse, and then well, same thing with asbestos. It's the high end. That's when if this climb all the way up, stay there for a few years and keep getting wet. That mark was like that one, but it'll keep going, it'll keep going, it'll keep going, and then when you don't know it's there and that sits behind there for years, now you're on the high end of mold.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. You're into that stage where it's not just mold and mildew you're dealing with. You're into toxic. It's really toxic. That's what asbestos and the same elements of asbestos is in that sheetrock right now. Mm. The longer it stays, the asbestos come from it staying long enough.
Okay. Staying
covered, it's like a bad thing covered up and it's not getting air, and not getting air is what's giving it life. Mm. When the sheetrock's behind covered up with that panel, that's what's making them feed. The air kills them.
So is mold a living thing?
It's an organism, but it lives like how a maggot lives. Mm-hmm.
Parasite.
You only see, you only see it when the body is dead right there. But it's in you. It's in you already.
Yes, sir.
But it's only when the body because when the body now goes cold and thing, that's where he gets his strength and his power from, his eating power.
Yes, sir.
It's the same thing with mold.
Okay.
Mold, the thing dies. It's where it's feeding inside. You can't see it, but it's feeding, eating, and getting stronger.
Okay. So you'll replace it with the green wall.
Yes.
And what exactly is the green wall called?
It's called waterproof.
Waterproof?
Waterproof drywall.
Okay, waterproof drywall.
It's what?
And then you'll put
this whole, even if they didn't do the whole wall, it's called a wet wall.
Yes, sir.
Even though the washing machine comes up to here, when you call something a wet wall, I mean the whole wall should be done with that. But the basic of BS is that you would see at least this sheet.
Yes, sir.
That covers the washing machine green, and then the rest of it.
So should we come in and do?
I mean, it's up to you. I mean, I'm doing you. You don't got to put that on camera.
Okay. Hold on.